Very good morning, all the students of 7th standard. We are learning here our history's lesson from 7th standard. 7th standard, 7th lessons, the administration of Swaraj. When we are learning, page number 30 is going on. Intelligence Department of Shivaji Maharaj. Intelligence Department. It was necessary to protect the Swaraj from its enemies. It was necessary for the Shivaji Maharaj to be protect the boundaries of the Swaraj, or to protect the Swaraj from its enemies. A number of the enemies were there surrounded by the Swaraj, and it was necessary for the Shivaji Maharaj, or important for the Shivaji Maharaj, to be protect this region, his empire, from the enemy's invasion or from the enemy's attack. For this, it was necessary to get the precise and timely information about the movement of enemy there, and for the purpose to be safeguard our territory, it was important for the Swaraj or for the Shivaji Maharaj to be get the precise, important, valuable and timely informations of enemy's movement or of enemy's activity there. What was going on into the enemy's camp, that informations was important for the Shivaji Maharaj in this attempt. So for this, it was necessary to get the precise and the timely information about the movement of the enemy. It was the job of the intelligence department to obtain information about the movement of the enemies and to submit it to Maharaj. So for this purpose, Shivaji Maharaj has set up an efficient administrative department. He had set up a spy department there. It was the it was the work or the responsibility of the Shivaji Maharaj's intelligence department, spy departments, to provide up to date enemies informations, to get the enemy's information and to submit it toward the Maharaj, to go into the enemy's camp, to go into the enemy's area or into the kingdoms there, and to get the informations, to grab the informations, to collect the information from their side and provide that information or submit that information toward the Shivaji Maharaj. So for the purpose, intelligence department was set up by Shivaji Maharaj in his kingdom. The intelligence services of the Maharaj was very efficient. And what are the intelligence services of the Shivaji Maharaj? That intelligence services were very efficient. That services were very important. Intelligence services of the Shivaji Maharaj, intelligence department, spy department, intelligence bureaus department. Services were very efficient, very correct, accurate in his kingdom. Bahirji Naik was the head of the intelligence department. Bahirji Naik, he was the head of intelligence department in Shivaji Maharaj kingdom there. So he was in charge of this department. Bahirji Naik, he too also was a well skilled, highly qualified, skilled spy. He was extremely skilled in his job. Bahirji Naik, he was skilled in his job or in his work. He collected accurate and detailed information about the Surat before the raid on Surat. So Bahirji Naik also collected the correct information about the enemy's activity, collect information about the enemy's soldiers, camps, their movements, and that he provided to the Shivaji Maharaj before to raid on the Surat, and that information was very helpful for the Shivaji Maharaj in his attack, because previous only we know the enemy's activities and their movement, their camps, then according to that we can make our plannings there and we can implement them in a proper way there. So for the purpose, Shivaji Maharaj set up his intelligence department. Bahirji Naik was his spy there, and he had provided the proper accurate informations to before to raid on the Surat. So he was well done. He did his job in a proper way in previous time also. Now forts. Forts in kingdom or in the Swaraj, forts were of great importance in the medieval age. Forts were the great importance in the medieval period of the Swaraj. There at the time there was a lot of importance for the forts. One who has a fort, then he can keep watch on the surrounding areas, and also he can rule, he can govern, administrate the surrounding area in a proper way. So from there we can keep proper watch on enemies activity there. There was a lot of importance for the fort during the time of the Shivaji Maharaj in the medieval age. Possessions of the fort made it possible to keep an eye on the surrounding area. If we have the possessions of the fort, if we have the any fort under our control, so it made easy for us to be controls to be keep eye on surrounding area. We can be control, we can look after the surrounding area in a proper way. In case of foreign invasions, it was possible to protect the people taking shelter in the fort. And if there any foreign invasion is there, if the enemy's army had attacked, so in a such attempt also, it was possible for the king, it was possible for the rulers, they can give the shelter to the soldiers in the fort in such attempt there. So soldier means officer, sorry, the people those who are there, soldiers also they can get the shelter, and the peoples those who are there in this region or the area, that peoples also can get the shelter there. They too get the place to be hide there. Common innocent people of that neighboring village or the surrounding areas people. So for the purpose also forts were important for in the Swaraj. In a case of the foreign invasions, it was possible to protect the peoples and to be provide shelters them. It was possible to stock the fort with the food grains and the war materials. So, and also it was possible for the ruler, or if we have the positions on the fort, then we can be we can stock the food grains and also the war materials into the fort in a proper quantity. Along with the war materials, we can keep the proper ammunitions, and the military garrisons will be full with the war equipments on the fort. So keeping this account in our view, that keeping the view of this account, we can means there was a lot of importance for the forts during the time of the Shivaji Maharaj there. The importance of forts, the importance of the fort in the foundation of the Swaraj is well stated in the Shivaji Maharaj Ajnapat. So how the forts were important for the Shivaji Maharaj, how the forts were important in the Swaraj, that we can understand, we can learn through the Shivaji Maharaj Ajnapatra there. This kingdom was created by the late revered and exalted majesty forts alone there. So Shivaji Maharaj, he said there, what he said, this kingdom was created by the late revered that and exalted majesty forts alone that. And means what is that? Who has the supreme power? Where is the more power? Most power is there. Most of the powers are in the forts only. There's forts were very strong and the powerful. So in this way, he gave the informations about the forts during the time of the Shivaji, means in his Ajna Patra.